All right, RCW fans, you guys ready to do a deep dive on the Gauntlet?
Oh, yeah. Let's break it down.
I am still hyped.
Yeah.
I mean, what a night of action.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Brutal
Mhm.
matches, new champions crowned, and I think a ton of rivalries were either born or reignited last night.
Yeah, for sure. I think RCW really sent a message with the Gauntlet, you know?
Oh, yeah.
This is how we're starting. This is what we're about. Pure brutality and competition.
And instant stakes.
Yeah.
I mean, right out of the gate, you're establishing your champions,
Yeah.
you're establishing who the top dogs are, and
That's
you're
right.
setting the stage for the future. So much to unpack.
It's exciting.
It really is. So let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
Let's start with the Women's Heritage Championship.
Okay.
We had Baby O, Maya Kelly Style, and Christy Owens,
Oh.
all incredible competitors.
Yes.
But Kelly Style, she was on fire.
She was amazing to watch. I mean, her style is so unique.
It is.
That blend of high flying and technical wrestling, you don't see that every day.
No.
Yeah.
And she really had to adapt to each opponent.
You could see her kind of analyzing, figuring out their weaknesses, and then just
Yeah.
capitalizing on them. It was like a chess match.
And you know what impressed me the most? It was how she pushed through that pain after that attack on her ribs.
Oh, yeah. Christy Owens was brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And you could tell Kelly was in agony, but she just kept going.
She's tough.
So tough. She adapted her style. She kept fighting. And in the end, that's what got her the championship.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. And speaking of Christy Owens, I think we just saw the beginning of a really intense rivalry.
Oh, yeah. The intensity in their eyes during that match. You
Yeah.
could cut it with a knife.
That's a rematch I want to see.
100%.
All right. Let's move on to the United States Championship Gauntlet match.
Okay.
6 guys all hungry for the gold.
Yeah, we had Mike Hudson, Leo Osborne, Isaiah Price, Tucker
Yeah.
Reed, Caleb Morrison, and Samuel Parker.
And I don't think I've ever seen a match that brutal.
It was a war zone out there.
It was.
Yeah.
Right from the start. Leo Osborne and Mike Hudson, they just went at it.
They did not like each other.
No. They were brawling outside of the ring, using the barricades, the steel steps, anything they could get their hands on.
I thought for sure one of them was going to be seriously injured.
I know, I thought the same thing. But then Leo hits Mike with that Oz DDT
After his leg got mangled.
after his leg got mangled.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, how is this guy still standing?
I know.
But he hit that move and he got the elimination.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is anyone's game.
It was a turning point for sure.
It was. But ultimately, it's Samuel Parker who came out on top.
Smart strategy, though.
Right.
He waited for everyone else to wear each other down.
He did. He was the last one to enter.
Yeah.
And he was fresh. He was ready to go. And he just capitalized on everyone else's exhaustion.
Textbook Gauntlet strategy.
It was. He's the champ now, but I don't think guys like Leo and Tucker are just going to let him walk away with it.
No way. This is just the beginning. I think Parker's reign is going to be full of challenges.
Oh, yeah. And brutal ones that
All right.
You ready to talk about the Women's World Championship? This one was no disqualification,
Oh.
and they did not hold back.
Oh, no. They went all out.
Ashley Angel, Marcella Welsh, Rebecca Welsh, Brittany Ali's
Yeah.
Stunning Go, and Sarah Kay. They turned that ring into a war zone.
It was absolute chaos. Steel chairs, kendo sticks.
Right.
They even used the ring bell at one point.
Yeah, Marcella was a woman possessed.
Right. I've never seen her that
It
aggressive.
was kind of scary, honestly.
Yeah.
But you know who was not scared?
Yeah.
Rebecca Welsh. She took everything those women threw at her, and she just kept coming back for more.
Her submission game was on point.
It was the bad cloverleaf.
Yeah.
The Irish sharpshooter. She was just locking in those holds with this, like, laser focus.
I was on the edge of my seat that whole match.
Me too.
Ah.
Especially that final showdown with Sarah Kay.
Yeah, they went back and forth.
It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
But in the end, Rebecca's resilience and her technical skill, they just proved to be too much.
What a performance.
It really was.
Yeah.
So Rebecca Welsh, your new women's world champion, and I think she's going to be a dominant force in that division.
I agree.
Sarah Kay, though she's not going away, she gave Rebecca a run for her money.
Mm.
And I think this rivalry,
Oh, it's just getting started.
yeah, this is far from over.
Yeah.
But, okay, we got to talk about the main event.
The big one.
The World Heavyweight Championship Gauntlet.
Mm.
8 men entered. 1 man emerged victorious Scorpion. But before we talk about him,
Yes.
we have to talk about King.
What a performance.
He was a man possessed. I mean, from that very first brawl with Brody Wade,
Mm.
he was covered in blood.
I've never seen so much blood.
It was like a horror movie.
It was.
But he just kept going. He took on LJ, Eddie Butcher, eliminated a few guys.
He was unstoppable.
He was. And even when he was clearly exhausted, clearly hurting, he just would not give up.
That's heart.
It is pure heart. He finally fell to the combined assault of Scorpion John Ward and Sebastian Wolf.
But he left it all in the ring.
He did. He might not have won the title, but he won the respect of everyone watching.
Oh, yeah. He's a star.
He is. And I'm really curious to see what's next for him.
Me too. It's like, where does he go from here? Does he seek revenge? Does he try to rebuild? Does he target Scorpion?
So many possibilities.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about the Gauntlet. It wasn't just an event.
Right.
It set the stage for so many stories, so many rivalries.
Exactly. And it created legends.
It did. The landscape of RCW has changed forever.
For sure. And Scorpion standing at the top.
Yeah.
He's a champion unlike any we've seen before.
He is. He's unpredictable. He's cunning. He's brutal.
And he's dangerous.
And he's dangerous. And that Scorpion death strike, I mean...
It's deadly.
It's deadly. So the question now is...
Who's going to step up?
Who's going to challenge him? Who's going to try to take that title?
I can't wait to find out.
Me neither.
So Scorpion's the champ. Now what?
Right. Like, who's going to step up to this guy?
Because there are some big names out there who are probably not too happy right now.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, first guy that comes to mind, Brody Wade.
Oh, for sure.
That dude was a beast in that Gauntlet. Even with that early exit after the brawl with King.
Yeah. That was a crazy fight.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And you could just see the frustration on Brody's face when he got eliminated.
Yeah, like he knows he could have gone all the way.
Exactly. And now he's got to be even more fired up, knowing Scorpion's the one holding the title.
Yeah, he's got a score to settle, not just with King, but with Scorpion, too.
For sure. And Brody Wade's a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the guy is strong, he's athletic, and he's got that unpredictable edge.
Yeah, you never know what he's going to do.
Exactly. So if he can channel all that rage into a focused attack,
yeah,
I think Scorpion's got a real problem on his hands.
I think so, too.
And, you know, another guy, I'm really curious to see what he does next.
Yeah, LJ.
Oh, yeah, LJ. What a performance.
I mean, that dude showed so much heart.
So much heart. He took a beating, but he never gave up.
Never gave up. And he almost pulled off the upset.
Almost.
So I got to think that loss is going to light a fire under him.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to come back even stronger, even more determined.
He's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly. And Scorpion better be ready, because LJ is coming for that title. For sure. And then you got John Ward and Sebastian Wolf.
Oh, yeah, those two.
They really pushed Scorpion to his limits in that final showdown.
They did. Especially John Ward. I mean, he was this close.
So close.
To winning that whole thing.
You could see the heartbreak on his face when Scorpion hit him with that Scorpion death strike.
I know. And you know what? I think that loss might be the best thing that could have happened to him.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's got the power, he's got the skill, and now he's got the motivation.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That rematch between John Ward and Scorpion.
Oh, that's going to be a barn burner.
It's going to be electric.
Uh-huh.
And then you got Sebastian Wolf.
The showman.
The showman. I mean, that guy's athleticism is just...
unmatched.
Unmatched. He's a high flyer. He's exciting to watch.
He brings the energy.
He does. And if he can stay focused, if he can avoid getting caught up in the moment,
yeah,
I think he could be a real threat to Scorpion.
I think so too. But he's got to be careful because Scorpion's a brutal striker.
Oh, yeah.
And if Wolf gets caught...
it could be lights out.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's switch gears for a second and talk about Rebecca Welch.
Oh, yeah. The new women's world champion.
What a performance in that gauntlet match.
It was legendary. I mean, she was like a submission machine.
It was amazing how she just controlled that whole match.
It is.
Using her technical skill to neutralize her opponent's power.
And those holds, I mean, the bad cloverleaf, the Irish sharpshooter, it was like a masterclass.
It was. And let's not forget how much punishment she took.
Oh, yeah.
Those women were not holding back.
But she never faltered.
Never faltered.
She's a true champion.
She is. And I think her reign is going to be one for the history books.
I think so, too. All right, before we move on,
yeah,
we got to talk about King one more time.
Oh, yeah, King.
That performance was something else.
It was like something out of a movie.
Right. I mean, the blood, the intensity, the sheer grit.
He left it all in the ring.
He did. And he didn't even win.
I know. But you know what? I think he might have gained more from that loss than he would have from a win.
What do you mean?
I mean, think about it. He showed everyone what he's made of.
He did.
He pushed himself beyond his limits.
Yeah.
And he earned the respect of everyone watching.
Absolutely.
So even though he didn't get the title, I think King's story is just beginning.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about RCW.
What's that?
It's not just about wins and losses.
No.
It's about the stories. It's about the characters.
It's about the journey.
Exactly. And King's journey is far from over.
Oh, yeah. This is just the first chapter.
All right, so we've talked about the matches. We've talked about the rivalries.
Yeah.
But now I want to hear from you guys.
The fans.
The fans. What do you think is going to happen next?
Who do you think will step up to challenge Scorpion?
Is it going to be Brody Wade? LJ John Ward?
Or maybe someone we haven't even thought of yet?
Head over to our social media and let us know your predictions.
We want to hear your thoughts, your theories,
Yeah.
your wildest dreams for the future of RCW.
Because in the world of professional wrestling,
Anything is possible. I mean, the Gauntlet really shook things up.
it did. It's like a whole new RCW.
Everyone's got to figure out where they stand now.
Yeah. Who are the top contenders? What are the new rivalries?
Exactly. It's like a reset button, you know?
It is. And we get to watch it all unfold.
Yeah. The fans are in for a wild ride.
They are. So back to that big question. Who's going to be the first to challenge Scorpion for that World Heavyweight Championship?
It's got to be on everyone's mind.
Oh, yeah. Brody Wade, LJ John Ward. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
And that's what makes Scorpion so interesting as a champion.
What do you mean?
Well, he's unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
He's a wild card.
He is. You never know what he's going to do.
So how do you prepare for that?
Exactly. It's like trying to predict a hurricane.
Right.
You know it's coming,
Right.
but you don't know where it's going to hit.
So, yeah, this is going to be fun to watch.
It is. This is what makes RCW so exciting.
It's the unpredictability.
It is. It's the energy,
The passion.
the passion.
Mm.
Yeah. You can just feel it in the air.
And it's only going to get more intense from here.
Oh, yeah. This is just the beginning. So we've analyzed the matches.
I've talked about the rivalries.
We've looked at all the possibilities.
Now it's up to you guys.
The fans.
The fans. Let us know what you think.
Head over to our social media.
Tell us who you think is going to challenge Scorpion.
What storylines you want to see.
What matches you're dying to watch.
Because this is your show.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
We are. So keep those predictions coming.
Keep the conversation going.
And most importantly,
Keep watching RCW.
because the best is yet to come.